here, and this is my week 1 presentation on an active shooter crisis. The organization I will be going over for this crisis will be the City of Corona and their after-school program. Their after-school program takes place on elementary school campuses, and they watch ages K through 6 on school campuses. It is important that during that active shooter crisis that they are able to act quick and swiftly to save lives. Those impacted by this crisis would be all the students and teachers who are on the campus during this time of the active shooter when they go into lockdown. The aftermath of an active shooter crisis would be devastating to a whole community. It would take the whole community to assist one another to recover from such a tragic event. Even if the outcome is 100% survival rate, those who went through the crisis would have to endure severe trauma. Also, the aftermath of seeing the school shut down like this would cause real problems for the education system. The services that would be impacted by this crisis heavily would be the education system. When we look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the lowest level of safety is not being met. Parents would be less inclined to want to send their children to school, and the children would less likely want to go to school as they would fear for their lives. Another service that would be affected would be California's gun laws. It would just put the laws on guns in a higher scope, and less people would want them around. People would be arguing that we should have guns or access to guns, and people would be arguing on the other side that we shouldn't for the safety of our children. Another thing that would take a hit would be transportation. People probably wouldn't want to really leave their homes for fear of their lives, so they wouldn't be taking the bus. If they had to take the bus to school, parents wouldn't be driving them to school, which would be the purchase of less gas. Those who may have to fly to a higher institution of education, like leaving their state, wouldn't be getting on those planes to go back for fear of losing their lives. So there would be many services that are affected by this crisis. This concludes my presentation, and thank you all for listening.